What should my kid study after year 10? This is one of the repeated questions I get from parents most of the time. And it is a very, very good question to ask if you're unsure, right? So let the conversations begin. Kids and parents don't have much choice on what their child should study until they reach a certain academic level, which is until um, year 10. But after that, there is some freedom that comes for the child who is also a teenager here. However, because of their age and limited life experience, they might not be able to come to a definitive conclusion on what's the best career choice for them. And most of the kids reach out to their parents when they're confused. Even though parents have much broader life experience, they might struggle to select the best option for the child. Few reasons why parents might struggle to guide their child is because the trends are ever changing. The technology is so rapidly growing and changing and evolving, isn't it? And there are also other factors like how much this is going to cost us. What are the opportunities that are already in existence? Which career is on demand? And where will my child will live when we make this decision? Which university or college is best? And which teachers will give my child the best education? There's like the list goes on and on, right? This is a very good list, but before you get to the list, there is another list that a parent need to consider, all right? That might be a surprise to many of you. Here are the few things a child or a parent might need to think before they go into picking a university or a college that they wish to go, or pick a course that they wish to do, right? The first one is, what is one thing that my child is fascinated by? Yeah, yes, a parent and the kid need to sit down and talk about this one thing that they're fascinated about. And if possible, that they are fascinated about this since their childhood. You might ask why this is important. Let me explain. Because if a person is obsessed or fascinated about something, they don't mind spending hours. I'm talking about 2 to 3 hours of their time sitting on that. They want to, they're very keen on understanding about that one thing, right? And they don't usually get bored about it. For example, if your child is fascinated about how a seed become a tree, let's take that as an example, right? The possibility of the child going and planting a seed becomes tenfold. And they might be fascinated about agriculture, biology, ecology, and environmental sciences, right? That is a huge possibility there, right? In the current era where people are bored, even with the entertainment, right? Like, let's say you open an Instagram and you scroll to a lot of reels. Like those are like 30-second reels. If you don't like a particular reel, you just swipe up, right? Even with entertainment, people are getting bored. We are we are in that sort of age where we are bored with many things. So to ask a child to study something or choose a career about something that they're really not interested, it's not going to go well. So it is what the number one thing a parent need to ask or check with their child, like what are the things that they're really interested in. The genuine curiosity can give a person the willingness to keep learning when the subject becomes difficult. And next comes the adult life. right? Usually, the adult life, the life direction is based on many things. For some people, it is based on the concept of the family. So to form a family, there is marriage. They need to give. There need to be a willingness to give birth to a child and things like that. For some people, it's the solitude that comes with staying alone, right? So the adult life can be different for different people. So for some people, it is based on their gender. In a lot of families, there are gender-based responsibilities. For example, let's say women who are interested in forming their own family, they might want to become mothers in the future, and they might have to take lot of breaks from their careers because child giving birth to a child is not a easy process. It's a energy exhausting process. So they might need to take breaks. So how would that look like? Right? That is one thing parents need to think about. And similarly, for men, there are other factors that they need to consider. They might be in a lot of families, a male is responsible for taking care of the parents and other relatives as well. So how would that look like, right? And next comes trial and error. In this day and age where everything is evolving and growing at a rapid pace, nothing is definitive, right? There could be a war that can be thrown at us at any time of the day. There can be, a tsunami or some other natural disaster that can knock out a country. So it is nothing is definitive. So similarly, a person interests might change based on the environment that they live or the career choices that they make. So try to be open for the changes that life might bring. What might have started as a good job or a good career when you're in your 20s might not be good for you when you're in your 40s because people change. And the next one is learning never stops. No matter what career path you choose, learning or upgrading your skills, it's in other words, is never-ending journey. it it might and it take me to my first point where a child needs to have some sort of fascination towards what they want to study or what they want to learn because the learning never stops. The new technologies come, the new developments happen, new research might come, so they need to stay on top of the trends. So if they have a fascination about that subject, the chances of them willing to learn about new things becomes more. That is another thing that you need to consider. And next comes money making. If all the time and efforts are invested and you're unable to generate financial security from this, it's going to quickly push a person into a burnout phase. So don't hesitate to pick boring subjects like accounting or mathematics and things like that because these subjects can help you achieve a business that you might want to start in the future. It might give you certain amount of revenue to kickstart your dream life as you progress into the adulthood. So money making is another important thing that you need to consider. And next comes the most important part is health. When I say health, it's not just physical health. I'm talking about mental health and physical health because they are both overlapped. without mental health, there is no physical health. Without physical health, there is no mental health, right? They influence each other very much. So if your child, like a parent is the best person to know the child's physical and mental strengths and weaknesses. So do not um, ask your child to do something that is going to push their mental and physical boundaries, right? That is not going to go really well. If a child comes to you and says that, oh, I'm getting headaches, I am stressed out, my back hurts, I don't know how the exams are going to go, I can't take this anymore. If you hear such things coming from your child, I want you to take this very seriously. And before they come to you with these concerns, predict them. Predict your child might come with this. Your child might ask you this. Have a conversation with them. Sit down and have a dialogue with them before they come to you with this. Teenagers and young adults' brains are still developing. They're still under construction. It might take years for a brain to fully develop and form into a functioning adult brain. So they're because of this, they're highly vulnerable to stress and criticism. And the education system usually runs on ranks and grades, which is, passing an underlying message to your child that they're good at something or they're terrible at something. Prepare them like what happens if they don't get the marks that they expected, or what if they couldn't handle the stress. Let them know who to contact and what to do, what have some strategies, um, and educate them on those strategies. Practice with them. Same goes to physical health. Extended periods of sitting or lying down or being on the laptop, it's never good. It's never good. So teach them how to take small breaks and teach them on strategies where they could include in their daily routine, because university or a college life is very stressful. It's packed with timetables, and many other things that they wish to do. So, yeah, these are the few things that a parent might need to consider before they go and help the teenager make a choice about their career or academics. So, if this video has helped you or made you stop and think, please subscribe my channel, because I'm going to bring more such concerns into my videos. So I will see you in my next video. But if you need a more individual consultation, I would put my business details in the description below. So please don't hesitate to contact me there. Thank you.